Hello, we are D7, and we'll be doing a scene from Shakespeare's As You Like It.
I will be portraying Rosalind, who is disguised as Ganymede.
And I will be portraying the part of Orlando. Act 4, Scene 3.
Well, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You a lover, and you served me such a nasty trick? Never come in my sight more.
My fair Rosalind, I have come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise and love. He that will divide a minute into 1,000 parts and break but 1,000 part of a minute in the affairs of love, may be said that Cupid hath clapped him o'er the shoulder. But I'll warn him, heart whole.
Well, pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, me be so tardy, come no more in my sight. I had as lief be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail?
Aye, of a snail. For though he comes slowly, he carry his house on his head. A better jointure than I think you make a woman. Besides, he brings his destiny with him.
What's that?
Why, horns, which you are fain to be beholding to your wives for. But he comes armed with this fortune and prevents the slander of his wife.
Virtue is no horn maker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind. Come now, woo me, for in the holiday humor it like enough to consent. What say you now you are very, very Rosalind?
I would kiss before I spoke.
Nay, better speak first, and when you have growled for lack of manner, you might take occasion to kiss.
How if the kiss be denied?
Then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins your manner.
Who could be outbeaten before his beloved mistress?
Marry, that should you and I, your mistress, think my honesty ranker than my wit.
What of my suit?
Not of your apparel, and yet of your suit. Am not I your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say that you are, because I would be talking with thee.
Well, in her person, I say I will not have you.
Well, then in my own person I die.
No, Faith, die by eternity. The poor world has existed for almost 6,000 years, and in all this time there was no man died in his own valedictor love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I could not have my right mind, Rosalind, for I protest. Her frown might kill me.
By this hand, it will not kill a fly. But come now, I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition. Ask me what you want, and I will grant it.
Well, then love me, Rosalind.
Aye, Fridays and Saturdays and all,
And wilt thou have me?
and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are not thou good?
I hope so.
Then can one desire too much of a good thing? Come now, sister, you shall be the priest and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando. You must begin, will you, Orlando?
I will.
Aye, but when?
Why now? As fast as she can marry us.
You must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I might ask you for your commission, but I do not take thee, Orlando, for my husband. Certainly a girl runs before the priest, and a woman's thought runs before her actions.
So do all thoughts. They are winged.
Tell me, how long shall you have her after you've possessed her?
Forever and a day.
Thank you.
Hello, we are I-18, and this is Friedrich Schiller's Mary Stuart.
I will be playing Queen Elizabeth.
And I will be playing Mary Stuart.
What faith is that?
voice of heaven decides for you. Be merciful. Stretch forth your hand to raise your sister from the depths of her distress.
You are where it becomes you, Lady Stuart. And thankfully I prize my God's protection, who hath not suffered me to kneel a suppliant thus at your feet as you kneel at mine.
There are gods who punish haughty pride. Dishonor not yourself in me. Profane not nor disgrace the royal blood of Tudor. In my veins it flows as pure stream as in your
What
own.
would you say to me, Lady Stuart? You wish to speak with me, and I forbid you, the Queen. Fulfill the pious duty of the sister, and grant the boon you wished for of my presence. Yet I, in yielding to the generous feeling, expose myself to rightful censure. And I stoop so low, for well you know you would have had me murdered.
Strengthen my words. Oh, heaven, take from them whatever might wound. You have not, as you ought, behaved to me. I am a queen, like you, yet to have held me confined in prison. As a suppliant I came to you, yet you in me insulted the pious use of hospitality, immured me in a dungeon, tore from me my friends and servants. To unseemly want I was exposed and hurried to the bar of a disgraceful, insolent tribunal. No more of this. I will throw the blame of all on fate. Now stand we face to face. Now, sister, speak. Name but my crime, all fully satisfied.
Accuse not fate. Your own deceitful heart, it was the wild ambition of your house, and your imperious uncle, proud priest, whose shameless hands grasped at all crowns, attacked me with unprovoked hostility, and taught you to vest yourself in my imperial title. What arms employed he not to storm the throne? Even here, in mine own kingdom's peaceful haunts, he fanned the flame of civil insurrection, but God is with me, and the haughty priest has not maintained the field. The blow was aimed towards my head, but yours it is which falls.
Mine in the hand of heaven. You never will exert so cruelly the power it gives you.
Hatred than to me or nation's laws. The church can break the band of every duty. It consecrates the regicide, the traitor. I only practice what your priests have taught. Say then what surety can be offered you. Force is my only surety. No alliance can be concluded with the race of vipers.
And you declared me heir to your dominions, as is my right. Gratitude and love in me had fixed for you a faithful friend and a woman.
Friendship is abroad. Be you my successor? The treacherous snare that's in my life, you might seduce my people and like a spider entangle all.
Sister, rule your realm in peace. The point is gained. You have destroyed me. Now, end your work. Say, Mary, you are free. Say this! Woe to you if you do not end with this word. For should you not, like some divinity, dispensing noble blessings, quit me now?
Then,
Sister, not for all this island's wealth, for all the realms encircled by the deep. And I exchange my present lot for yours.
and at last you confess you are conquered. Are all your schemes run out? Will no adventurer attempt again for your sad achievement? You will seduce no mortal more. The world has other cares. None is ambitious of the dangerous honor of being your fourth husband.
forbearance, all ye powers of heaven. Those then are the charms which no man with impunity can view, near which no man dare to stand. She who to all is common may soon become the common object of applause. This is true. You show us now indeed your real face. Tell us but the mask. My sins were human. And the faults of youth, I have never denied or sought to hide them. The worst of me is good. And I can say that I am better than the fame I bear. Woe to you! And in time to come, the world shall draw the robe of honor from your deeds, with which thy arch hypocrisy has veiled the raging flames of lawless, secret lust. Virtue was not your portion from your mother. Well know we what it was which brought the head of Anne Boleyn to the fatal block. Thank you.
We are age 14.
And we will be performing William Shakespeare's Richard III, Act 4, Scene 4.
I am Queen Elizabeth.
The Duchess,
Queen Margaret.
So now,
prosperity begins to mellow and drop into the rotten mouth of death. Here in these confines, slyly have I lurked, to watch the waning of mine enemies. A dire induction I am witness to, and will to France, hoping the consequence will prove as bitter, black, and tragical. Withdraw thee, wretched Margaret. Who comes here?
Ah, my poor princes, my tender babes, unblown flowers, new appearing sweets. If yet thy gentle soul still fly about in the air, and not be fixed in doom perpetual. Hover about me with your airy wings, and to hear your mother's lamentation.
Hover about her. Say that right for right hath dimmed your infant morn to age and night.
my woe-weary tongue is still and mute. Edward Plantagenet, why art thou dead?
Plantagenet doth quit Plantagenet. Edward for Edward pays a dying debt.
Wilt thou, O God, fly from such gentle lands and throw them into the entrails of the wolf? When didst thou sleep when such a deed was done?
When holy Harry died, and my sweet son,
Dead life, lying sight, poor mortal living ghost. Woes seen, world shame, graves due by life usurped. Brief abstract and record, tedious days. Rest thy arrest on England's lawful earth, unlawfully made drunk with innocent blood.
Oh, that thou wouldst as soon afford a grave. Thou canst yield a melancholy seat. I would rather hide my bones, not rest them here. Oh, who has such cause to mourn but we?
if ancient sorrow be most reverend, give mine the benefit of seniority, and let my griefs frown upon the upper hand. If sorrow can omit society, tell o'er your woes again by viewing mine. I had an Edward. Tell her Richard killed him. I had a husband. Tell her Richard killed him. Thou hadst an Edward. Tell her Richard killed him. Thou hadst a Richard. Tell her Richard killed him.
I had Richard too, and
and Richard killed him. Then forth, the kennel of thy womb hath gone to hellhound, that does hunt us all to death. That dog that had teeth before his eyes, to worry lambs and lap their visions of blood. That foul defacer of God's handiwork, thy womb let loose to chase us to our graves. Oh, upright, just, and true disposing God, how do I thank thee that this carnal cur preys on the issue of his mother's body, and makes her pew fellows with others moan.
Oh.